So I'm going to call up our next set of panelists. We have Michael Keene, who is a current Nunez Community College student. We have Shalom Alexander, who is a Chalmette High School student. And we have Edwin Salinas, who is a North Shore Technical Community College student. If you can join me in welcoming our panel. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. I am, like I said, I'm really excited about this part of the testimonies because when somebody who is actually either going through or have been through can share that with you, you're going to inspire somebody else. So I'm excited. So, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
My name is Edwin Salinas. I work with Intralux as a mechatronics apprentice. I've been with them for almost a year and a half now, maybe a little bit over. Um, it's been a great time. Just going from the different schools that we've been to earlier, they mentioned that it was divided between Nunez, North Shore, and Delgado, and it's just been a wonderful time learning so many different things, getting so many different certifications, and just having this opportunity to learn and evolve as a person.
I'm gonna give y'all this one. I think this one has a better sound.
My name is Shalom Alexander. I'm currently a senior at Chalmette High, but I'm dual enrolled for aerospace manufacturing. I'm in my second year of that, and I'm set to graduate high school with an associate's degree and a college diploma.
Woo! Yes.
I'm Michael Keene. I'm an aerospace student. Uh, Last year I was dual enrolled, but now I'm actually fully enrolled in at Nunez Community College. I'm also doing another program, the Machinist program. It's a certification program.
Okay.
Uh, just to say, a lot of the aerospace skill transferred over to the
Yes.
Machinist program, especially things like print reading, just understanding drawings, understanding readings, like the micrometer, just instruments that I used in the aerospace classes. I also was able to apply in the machinist program.
That part is really interesting to me when you learn different skill sets almost all the time. Those skills can be transferred into pretty much almost any type of industry. It may need a tweak or two, but almost every time. So our next question is, how did you become interested in your field of study?
Do you want to go first, or you want me to go? All right. Um, so I started off just liking space and taking things apart. Um, Never really was good at putting things back together. So this was one opportunity for me to learn how to actually build something, how to design. Uh, I actually started by first wanting to just do something relating to space. I didn't know what that would be.
Right.
And then I found out from a flyer. I had my family, which I'm really lucky that I have my family to help me and guide me to uh, just to push me forward to
Yeah.
go into things like there was a flyer for the aerospace program, and my mom communicated with I think it's Miss Julie or Dr. Julie Rexford.
Okay.
She is the director of STEAM, and she got me into the CAD program, and it was just a small summer program, and around 2022, and then from there I got into the aerospace program, and so far it's been
Love it.
just amazing.
Were you here for the earlier advanced manufacturing and aerospace panel?
No, I was not. I got here relatively. Uh, I just got here, just
Well,
about.
and that's fine. But I want to encourage you. Look at the names.
He wants me to tell you why I was at Skills USA.
Oh,
I was competing in a job skill demonstration. And I
Okay.
was actually demonstrating CAD, which I learned this year
I love
from
that.
the machinist program.
Good.
So-
I love that. I love that. But I want to encourage you to look at the names of those who were here from those different industries, because machinist was one of the jobs that they said that they're actively looking for.
I'll look into that.
So make sure to look back at those things, and then you can reach out to me or Mr. Don or somebody, and we can give you contact information for those companies. Because what you want to do is to continue to reach out and express potential interest. Maybe ask about internships, things of that sort. So while you're in the
Will I be able to watch the?
yes, we
This
are
and
recording it, and we
Alright.
will have that link available.
And you also have the information on the people that are the panelists.
Yes,
All right.
absolutely.
Thank you.
Absolutely. So, Shalom, can you tell us about how you became interested in aerospace technology, right?
Manufacturing.
Manufacturing.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
I always found interest in how things work and like finding out how they work and stuff. So I would take things apart. Like Michael said, I wasn't always good at putting it back together, but I did enjoy taking it apart and like just seeing the inside of things, space heaters, stuff like that. And all engineering include deconstruction and reconstructing things. So that really gave me the hands-on feel of aerospace and
Okay.
mechanical engineering.
All right. Well, I want to tell you before you pass it on to Edwin, congratulations. Being able to graduate with not only your diploma but an associate's degree
Yes, ma'am.
is huge, and that speaks to your character and determination. So excellent job.
Thank you.
Excellent.
So, as a child, I always kind of similar to them. I was always interested in working with my hands. Definitely working with Legos, just kind of putting them together, taking them apart. Sometimes following instructions, sometimes making my own mess. But just kind of seeing how everything worked out. Definitely with the program, one of the things that we learned was like blueprint reading and being able to see how not just looking at the physical structure of it and kind of seeing and being able to follow how it goes, but going deeper into it and seeing why it does certain things, why different connections work when others don't, why like something start and something stop at certain times. Um, and one of the main things that kind of pushed me towards this was my family and some of my friends. My dad, he works as an electrical technician, and he would always tell me about the different things that he would work with and that he would do at his job. And that kind of started trying to open my mind a little bit to the different things that are out there.
I love that. Love it. You guys are super smart. I don't remember thinking about that back in like high school, even my first year of college back then. So let me ask you a question. How did you prepare once you kind of determine where your career pathway may lead? How did you prepare to get there? So Shalom, I know how you prepared. You were dual enrolled, right? So how else did you what else did you do to prepare for this particular career pathway?
Well, in high school, I have a little bit of experience in college as well. But in high school specifically, there was a robotics class
Okay.
and a robotics club that I tried to get into. The club, not so much because I didn't have the time for it. But with the class, I learned how to code a robot, how to put it together, how to make it do what I wanted it to do. And then going into college, I had a little bit more depth into it. So it's just kind of constantly building up and adding up to different things. Um, Working at home, doing different things, fixing my air conditioner, seeing how things are wired up, changing fans, things like that. It's just the small things that you might not think at 1st would all build up into what you can do and how it can help you further on.
Those are not small things. Those are huge. I can't see myself rewiring a fan. Excellent. Michael, how did you prepare?
Well, so first, I wanted to be an aerospace engineer, but I didn't want to just jump into engineering
Right.
and design something that just wasn't real or realistic to make. So I wanted to go into aerospace manufacturing so that I could learn the hands-on aspect of making the part, so that when I get to designing the part, and hopefully designing and making the part,
Right.
but it's very specific. But once I get to designing the part, I know what I have to do instead of just making something completely imaginary that can't be made. And what was the rest of the question? I just
Oh
want to make
no,
sure
that was
I
it.
stay on
It was
track.
how did you prepare for
Well-
the career pathway that you selected?
Eh, I think that's all for preparing.
Okay. Awesome.
Thank you.
So, what factors or people were influential in helping you make this career choice? And do you have any mentors and how have they helped?
Growing up, I stayed involved in STEM activities and STEM camps and clubs, so that really nurtured my need for using my hands and stuff like that. And as far as mentors, I would say my Nunez professors, my high school counselor, she helped me to stay in the loop with different stuff. And my robotics coach, Miss Julie, Dr. Julie Rexford, she helped me with a lot too. So, yeah.
Family, definitely. My dad, he was, I don't want to say over my shoulder all the time, but he was definitely there kind of trying to push me towards, especially mechanical engineering. He kind of wanted me to follow his steps. Family, my brother-in-law, he works in hydraulics, so he would tell me different stories about what he worked with. I mentor-wise, Mr. Crabtree, out there in the crowd, all the different instructors that we had in the program, and then some of the people that we trained with at work that definitely helped pass on that information to me. That hopefully I can put it all together and not mess something up down the line.
Like he said, I had my family to push me forward. A lot, pretty much my entire family, especially because I'm the younger one. All of them, I would say, were my mentors. And then also, like I said, the STEAM director, Dr. Rexford, she helped me. She put me in any program that she had that I was eligible for. She put me right in, like Skills USA, first robotics competition. Um, and then also I had another mentor, or two other mentors, Mr. Jardine and Mr. Norton. They're the instructors for the aerospace manufacturing program. But Mr. Jardine and Dr. Rexford referred the NCAS program to me, the Nunes or National or the NASA Community College Aerospace Scholars Program, and that's basically for anyone in a community college, and they can just participate in a couple of missions, and that can be put on. They can put on their resume for NASA internships, and then also I said Skills USA, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she just put me. Oh, also the machinist program. She referred me to that. So I've been pretty busy, but I've learned a whole lot. And
I love it.
so her, Mr. Norton, Mr. Jardine, my family, they were all contributing factors to my development.
And I'm sure you guys were contributing factors also, right, in that decision because you kind of knew what you liked, right? You weren't afraid to ask questions, right, of those who may know a little bit more, right? And to be receptive to that guidance because sometimes we cannot be receptive to guidance and it just doesn't work for us. But you guys were at least receptive to that guidance, which has gotten you to where you are now. So that's excellent. Are there any other resources or course offerings that you feel might have been beneficial to you?
Well, I mean, like I said, the first robotics program, I was there as a student when I was doing roles, and then also as a mentor,
Right.
and then also the machinist program. I transferred skills from both the machinist program to the aerospace manufacturing program, and then aerospace to machinist, and also Skills USA. They all added to my experience as a whole. So
Okay.
For me, first robotics also it helped me. We learned how to use different industrial tools like the chop saw, table saw, drill press, and that really prepared me for the industry like of aerospace.
Right. Okay.
Definitely, like I mentioned, the robotics classes that I had taken before, my time in college, while it wasn't that long, it definitely established kind of, or helped reestablish a foundation that this is what I want to do. This is what I want to focus on and what I want to build towards.
Do you find that your internship is also assisting in that?
Oh yeah, um, at least on my part, my side of the plant, I've had experiences in all three different departments. Working in production and mold shop and in maintenance, just really getting my hands in and learning as much as I can about the process and what can go wrong and
Right.
how we can try to fix it. So it just all kind of builds in, and it's like a melting pot almost.
Okay. Awesome. So the last question, based on your education and training experience so far, what advice would you have for anyone, especially your counterparts, our youth, in regards to career choice? What advice would you give someone that maybe they're in high school, they just really don't know what they want to do, or they're about to graduate and they don't know what they want to do, or they've just graduated and may not have a clear thought process? What advice would you be able to give them at this point?
Think about what you really want to do and stay true to yourself. Don't take advice from others, but don't let them influence everything that you want to do, because at the end of the day, you want to make sure that you enjoy what you're doing and that you want to continue doing something that you want to do.
I would say ask a lot of questions and do a lot of research. Just and get like attached to different clubs or groups to further your knowledge on stuff like that. And if you do know what you want to do, don't get stagnated with that one thing, like because it might block you from finding out something better or a different choice or career choice.
So, uh, what? So what's?
What
How
advice
did you
would
say
you
it?
give, let's say, some additional youth who may not know, and that's based on like the education and the training that you've done so far?
All right.
What advice would you give them?
So I have two pieces of advice that I think would be very helpful. Well, first of all, don't always say no, especially if you think you either can't do it or you just sometimes don't feel like it. But primarily because sometimes there are things that you don't think you can do. Like CAD, I didn't I didn't think it was as simple as it was. Uh, of course, I still had to do it. I had to study it and learn it. But when it was shown to me and explained to me, it was a whole lot easier than I thought it would be. And then also, so primarily, don't just say no because you're afraid of maybe I don't know it. And then there's also don't wait too long for anything. Don't be paralyzed by indecision because you have to make a decision, and making a decision is better than not making any at all.
And you can always kind of change course a little bit, right? So I loved you guys' responses. Super proud of all three of you on where you've been, the dedication that you put in, and where you're going. I can't wait to hear an additional testimony in about another 3 to 4 years to see where you guys are, where you land, and how you're progressing in your career pathway. So that's going to be exciting for me. So I did want to ask my audience, does anyone have any questions for our panel? Again, like I said, this was one of the more exciting part for me because I love hearing our youth give their testimony, right? I'm not going to say it could, it will inspire someone else. So do you have any questions for our panel? No? Oh,
I didn't catch the first thing that you guys said when you introduced yourself, so I apologize if you said this already, but what's your dream job?
I would say aerospace engineer or just a field of engineering that allows me to do aerospace engineering. Just something around aerospace. Yeah. For who? I would say just making my own company and making my own products. Well, primarily just designs that I want to make. Thank you.
My dream job would be either a mechanical engineer building cars for Tesla or building a naval engineer building ships for the Navy or Army and stuff like that.
Oh. I'm still not too sure. Uh,
That actually is okay. Not being sure at this moment is okay, right? You still have time to do that research. You're actually interning with different companies. That helps along the way. So you still have some time to make that decision. So and once you figure it out, the light bulb will go off and you'll be like, that's exactly what I want to do. And it'll be exciting because then you'll enjoy going to work every day. And at the end of the day, that is what's important, right? So again, I want to please give it up for our panel. As we know, sometimes it's not easy to get up and speak in front of people, but they did an excellent job. I'm super proud of them, and we have 3 stars up here, guys, that are on the rise. So I'm super excited. Thank you guys so much.